I'm on the horse, motherfucker, take a look at me. I'm on the horse, don't f***ing me. I'm a horse.
That's bestiality.
Shut up, bitch, I don't care, I just want my horse orgy.
Brazil, where hearts were entertaining June. We stood beneath an amber moon and softly murmured, someday soon.
Hello and welcome to a short installment of my new series, Rollercoaster in the Clouds. Today I'll be talking more about Harvey Dent, but this time I will be doing a short analysis of the connection between Harvey Dent and Bruce Wayne, as exhibited by Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, through imagery and character development. Let's discuss the origin stories of Harvey Dent as Two-Face and Bruce Wayne as Batman. Both men turned to vigilantism after the deaths of their families and the people they love. In Harvey's case, he listened to his lover Rachel as she was brutally blown to pieces in an abandoned warehouse. For Bruce, he watched his family die twice. Let me explain. First, he watched his mother and father gunned down in an alleyway. Then he watches his family legacy burnt to the ground when Bruce Manor is set ablaze. In both cases, he blames himself.
What have I done, Alfred? Everything my family, my father built.
After the death of their families, both men invariably turn to vigilantism, determined to enact their versions of justice on Gotham. Although Batman and Two-Face have this in common, why is it the case that Two-Face is a villain and Batman is a hero? The definition of innocence is key in this case. Bruce identifies criminals in general as the cause of Gotham's suffering, while Harvey cruelly blames those who tried but failed to save Rachel as complicit in her murder, turning to chance as the only determiner of a person's right to live. This is exhibited by Harvey's pardon of the Joker for Rachel's murder when he wins at a coin toss. Continuing on to the final part of the character development section of the Harvey Dent-Bruce Wayne connection. Whether we like it or not, both Batman and Two-Face don't abandon a code of morality when they turn to vigilantism. Two-Face just happens to follow a far more cruel version of morality than Bruce. While Bruce must mind his anger and not to serve himself by focusing on those who wronged his family, Harvey grounds his vigilantism in the belief that chance is the one pardoner of the wicked. No matter how much Harvey hated the Joker, he let him go in accordance with this rule. Both Batman Begins and The Dark Knight share a parallelism in imagery that is significant in the discussion of the Harvey Dent-Bruce Wayne connection. But first, watch these scenes.
Proves me wrong, you know.
About what?
Father would be very proud of you. Just like me.
This is where they brought her, Gordon. After your men handed her over. This is where she died.
I know I was here. Trying to save her.
But you didn't.
I couldn't.
Yes, you could have.
Before I give my final analysis, I'd like to justify the basis of my arguments. I'd argue that the burning of Wayne Manor and the murder of Rachel Dawes represents the death of Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent, and the birth of their alter egos. Bruce Wayne truly becomes Batman after his family legacy was turned to ash, and Harvey Dent becomes Two-Face when Rachel is killed. For instance, when Wayne Manor is burnt, Bruce begins to cry and contemplates giving up the fight, but Alfred encourages him to pick himself up. A new Batman goes on to defeat Ra's al Ghul in the epic end to Batman Begins, and when Rachel is killed, Harvey abandons fighting within the legal system and embarks on a vicious crusade to avenge his lover's death. Both men walked away reborn from these events in two different films, but the parallel is unmistakable. Where Rachel died, so did Harvey, and where the Wayne legacy died, so did Bruce Wayne. The final point of imagery and parallelism comes in the final scenes of Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Bruce Wayne is standing atop the ruins of the Wayne legacy, interestingly with Rachel at his side, who is the common denominator in this story. And Harvey Dent stands and dies at the very place where his life as he knew it went up in flames. Truly, the White Knight and the Dark Knight have very much in common.